I am asked all the time, how did you as a man finally wake up to the unequal distribution of mental load of the household, of the emotional labor of parenting within the context of your partnership? And one of the uncomfortable but real answers is COVID, actually. Being home and seeing all it took to raise the kids, to do all the household stuff in real time. I thought I knew. I thought I knew what was happening at home. I thought that the pieces I was carrying was enough. It was really helpful for me to have my world view confronted and forced to kind of see that, oh, I need to level up my game compared to other men. We as men love this game to compare ourselves to other men. We won't say it out loud, but like compared to other guys, I was a great dad and I was a great husband. What my family needed from me, though, was so much more than what I was giving. I think this is an uncomfortable reality that a lot of us will have to face. I know that we are not alone in this. I know that that's part of the magic, if you want to call it that, of the community that we are building here, is that it's so nice to know that you're not alone. And Laura Danger has written a memoir of her experience, which also starts around the time of COVID, and realizing that for so many of us who are actually aiming for an equal partnership, that the societal structures around us just were not set up in a default way to make that accessible. And so it's going to require unlearning. It's going to take actual practical steps and hard work and effort to change the tide and reverse course towards being equitable, right? And so I really appreciate this book. It's out tomorrow. Please pre-order a copy or go check it out at your local bookstore. The bar for men was set in hell. And for those of us who are trying to do a little bit better, and for those of us men who are getting credit for doing a little bit better, we are rising to the level, oftentimes, of mediocre. But that's not good enough. We can do better. And what I appreciate about a good thinker, a good writer, which I believe Laura to be, is somebody who can share their own story in ways that invite us to reflect on our own. And in the very beginning of the introduction, she talks about how I had been quietly mom-fluenced, and I'd internalized the ways motherhood requires martyrdom. I was Jack's wife, Charlie and Francis's mom, dedicating myself willingly to those roles and then quietly resenting them for how much I'd felt pressured to sacrifice for them. And it caused me to think about even the titles mom and dad in our society mean different things. We are all human, and we all want to be seen, and we all want to be valued, and we all want to have autonomy. But oftentimes the title mom strips those things away from a woman, while the title dad is an add-on. It's an extra feather in my cap, right? And so I had to think about this, and I'm still thinking about this, even in terms of our own household. My partner and I, oftentimes before we had kids, we would refer to each other with like pet names. Like I'd call her Hun, or I'd call her Love. And then when we had kids, she became mom, and I became dad. And I thought nothing of that because, again, the title dad meant more honor, more prestige, more benefits to me, but it didn't mean the same thing for her. And I would love to live in a society where we had full maternity leave, but also full paternity leave, so dads can really support moms. I would love to live in a society where there was no wage gap, which oftentimes can be contributed specifically to women becoming mothers and having to put their careers on hold. I would love to live in a place where women had the option to work full-time or part-time, but there was a robust system of childcare available that was subsidized by the taxpayers because we, the people, value taking care of children well and honoring the autonomy of women. All of that. I want all of that. But we aren't there yet. And so we need to have these hard conversations. I'm so grateful that Laura and other people are putting this conversation out into the universe. It's going to be a tough road ahead. There are going to be people, and there are people trying to drag us back, and we can't allow that to happen. I think it's really important that whenever somebody is putting themselves out there and sharing their story in ways that can help all of us, that we support them. I think it's really important that we continue to have these conversations. Please pick up your copy of Laura Danger's No More Mediocre, coming out tomorrow, January 6th.